How to invest in real estate with little money. So most of you that are bootstrappers, you know I'm a bootstrapper, which means you just go out and start making some new money. There are all sorts of ways to do it. Let's start with the obvious, which is other people's money and the kinds of money, credit, and IRA money. Number two is probably my favorite, the creative strategies of really going out and creating your market, which creates a database of buyers and sellers. Now you actually have some gold to work with. And in fact, we're going to talk about gold mine ads and how you do that. And the last thing, or what are the common mistakes that most people make and they end up upside down? I see more mistakes made with the small amount of money in fix and flips because you don't know how to actually do the contracting and the bidding. So let's start with the obvious. How do you do real estate with little or no money? So OPM comes in a variety of categories when I'm thinking OPM. I'm thinking other people's money, which is OPM. I'm thinking OPC, which is other people's credit, and OPI, which is other people's IRAs. You probably know somebody with a 401k. If you're working at a job, typically those kind of 401ks, you can't self-direct to the degree we like to do it and actually buy real estate with it, but you can loan up to $50,000 out of most 401ks while you're working at the company. The minute you leave a company, or if you've left companies in the past and you have what I call, little orphan IRAs floating around at different financial firms. As a client, we want to actually consolidate them, put them in a self-directed model so you can actually activate them as capital for real estate. The obvious other one is other people's credit. And you say, well, how do I do that? Well, because you could do a lot of funding. Anybody who has good credit could get anywhere between $0, $150,000 in funding. If you have a really good plan and good credit, you actually could get hundreds of thousands for construction loans, fix and flips that then convert into long-term loans. So you say, well, I don't have the money, I don't have the down payment. So through those avenues, you're looking for people who have money, number one. Now, what are the creative strategies? The really creative one. You can put in what's called a gold mine ad. It's just a simple ad that says, hey, are you going into foreclosure, short on monthly payments? I have an investor group, or I have investors who can help you with your situations, or you just say, I'm going to help you with your situation. So these are those little penny press, local ads, local Craigslist, local marketplace, the next door ads, all of those. So you're getting people who have some struggles, or if they want to sell their own property, right? So if they're doing a for sale by owner, you want to pick up the properties as least as possible. How you sign a contract is actually very strategic. You're probably going to have to call into our office, get a little coaching, but you want to sign the contract with a lot of contingencies so you can get out. Because once you get a property under contract, then you're just, again, no money in, you're going to turn at the same time and start building an investor list. That is done more through groups online. Believe it or not, Yahoo still has a huge group of real estate old-time investors, real estate investment clubs locally in your town, real estate investment clubs just all over the internet, and just posting for people who want to do hard money or some sort of investing. So your job with no money is to find to find the seller, find the buyer, and you straddle in between. How you do the contract, is it as and or assigned? So you can always assign the contract, make it assignable to other people. And so it's a little bit of wholesaling with a little more strategy is what I want you to do. So you can all get in. I would highly, highly, highly encourage you, do not do this alone. So many of you are lone rangers. I meet so many of you on my Ask Loral, which, by the way, at any point, if you have any questions, go to askloral.com, ask a question, make a request. Also in the show notes below, I'm giving you an ebook copy of The Millionaire Maker, because you have got to get sequenced right and organized right. I have an 8-hour real estate as a leverage program. I'll give you the link. It's, if you're not a client of ours, it's going to cost you a little bit. I tell you, it is the absolute 8 hours and 186 pages of what I did to become a millionaire in 6 months in real estate. And it was from my database, putting together OPM and then putting together the projects. So there's a lot of ways to get in to real estate with little money. You just have to do different work. So back to that point, get a mentor, get a coach. It's when my trajectory just changed when I got a mentor and a coach. I have world-class coaches. I am a real estate millionaire. So obviously we would be the coach for you to help you organize the structure, organize databases. How do you get on buyer and seller lists? How do you get on cash buyer lists? How do you get into these lists so you can actually get in the real estate game with little or no money down. First-time home buyers, there's a whole easy strategy that's going on right now for you. And again, it changes. FHA changes, USDA, VA loans. There's a lot of ways to get in. Finding vets who can get VA loans and using them, because their down payments, which is probably the smallest amount that I know about in loans, are going to be phenomenal. So partner with them, do more of the work. So before I go to the last topic on mistakes that I see all the time, I want you to subscribe to the channel, click that notification button. I need you here 5 days a week. You know, my average viewer is only watching 2 videos a month. That's horrible. When you need to learn this content, you need to consume this. And when I know you're consuming it is when you actually start talking about it with other people. You know, what's your gap? How are you sequenced? Who are you most like? There's 7 profiles in the Millionaire Maker. Which one are you most like? And if you really want, click on the link below or go to my integratedwealthsystem.com website and take my quiz. I took the top 4 of the 7 profiles and broke it down. So I'd like to see your financial personality. Who are you? What's most important to you? Is it stagnant cash flow? Do you have lazy assets? Are you a lifestyle junkie? Yeah. Are you overpaying taxes? Like, where are you? And we start you where you are. We take you where you want to go. Now, how we get you there is going to be different than most of you think, because the way you think isn't accurate when it comes to money. Now, what are the mistakes that I see people do that try to get in with no money down? Again, be a lone ranger. You're trying to figure this out on your own and you're not networking properly or into the channels. Like, there's a lot of just local strategies that brokers, even down to appraisers in your market, title companies, lenders, they know who the players are. So join a group of players. Do not do this alone. And if you need to understand how to raise capital, how to get down payments, how to get better credit, we can help you do that. So again, in the description below is access to a gap analysis, a one-on-one appointment with our team, and let us see how we could help you. And getting funding is a huge piece of what we do for our clients, because getting funding helps you get out of the gate right away. So if you don't have money now, but good credit, we could probably get in the door right away. Got to lean in, become a client. But let's get some real estate with no to little money down. And again, if you have any questions at any point, go to askloral.com, ASKLORAL, ask a question, make a request. We'll be back tomorrow.